Fair use reaction, Blackmail Advice TV. Let's go.
Let's be real. Like, a lot of women think that their sexual experience is all that, and it's not. Some of us don't have $6,000 pussy because you don't know how to offer that $6,000 experience. Some of us got $40. I'm just saying, like, let's be real about this. Like, I mean, and I'm all for women like feeling great about themselves and like having great self-esteem, but I'm sorry, your fuck game is whack. Let's be realistic about what you can get.
You know, we got to talk about this particular issue because a lot of modern women, for some odd reason, they believe that their sex game is the bomb and that somehow once they get with a guy, the guy's going to be going crazy over them. And, you know, it's really not that way. It really is not. So, again, Blackmail Advice TV, we in the building. You already don't know what it is. We're dealing with the topic. We're dealing with the topic, modern women F game is whack. They give the $40 experience. Now, the sister pretty much dropped the bombshell. She pretty much made it very clear exactly what's going on because a lot of times women want you brothers to believe that they're the ish and they got it going on. Their cooch is the bomb. And really their X game is literally whack. The same way modern women love shaming you brothers by saying your D game is whack and you ain't ish and blah, blah, blah. They try to shame you to make you feel like you ain't nothing. When you really think about it, brothers, when you get with a modern woman, right, and you and her pretty much are getting it in, exactly what is she giving you? Like, think for a second. Are you getting the $6,000 experience? Absolutely not. What you're getting is typically a woman that at first you were going wild, you couldn't wait to get it in, you couldn't wait to smash. And then when you finally get with this woman, it's like she's a stiff corpse. Like literally, she just kind of lays there. She don't know what to do. She don't know what to say. She don't talk back. And although she might look attractive, you're able to, you know what I'm saying, bust a nut and all that. At the end of the day, the experience of actually being intimate with her, it wasn't really anything spectacular the way you thought it was going to be. Have you ever smashed a particular sister that you thought this woman was going to be wild and freaky and she's going to be doing all sorts of things, and it's like, it seemed like you were pretty much doing everything? She was just on the receiving end, just kind of just sitting there, and you're just like, wow, like this woman, she don't do nothing. She don't know anything. She ain't saying anything. She don't know nothing about foreplay. She don't know nothing about role play. She don't know nothing. And it's like women tend to put themselves on a pedestal when it comes to their sex game, and really their game be whack. And that's pretty much what the sister's trying to say, because a lot of women's sex game is whack. That's just the way it is. I mean, at the end of the day, I think as a community, we focus too much on sex. And it's like we focus so much on sex, and it's like we judge ourselves as if though we're all porn stars. Like we have to have this performance, this sort of Oscar-winning performance that must be top notch. And the truth is, the majority of modern women are not porn stars. They think they are. They want to portray themselves as they are. That's why they like to go sleep around with multiple men, thinking that somehow they gain an experience. But the truth of the matter is, they're not porn stars. Porn stars are actually paid to perform. Do you understand me? Escorts are paid to perform. Do you understand me? A woman that is an escort, she understands the art of sex. She understands seduction. She understands all of the different things that she can do to please a man, to make a man be aroused. She understands everything that must be done. So for her, it's not a chore. It's not a, well, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do that. She's getting paid for a service. So she's going to pretty much provide you everything on the menu. And this is why you got some guys out here, I'm going to just be honest with you, because, you know, since we're talking about this particular issue, you got some guys out here that would not, and I repeat, there are guys out here that would not date the average woman just so that they could get intimate with her. They refused to do that. Why? Because they actually paid for an escort, a woman that is actually, I guess she's self-employed to pretty much provide sexual services. And this particular woman, when you experience her, it's an experience. It's not like you dating a woman, y'all kind of talking, chit-chatting, and then you kind of linked up and you kind of had sex and it's boring and it's kind of like a 1, 2, 3, boom, boom, bam. You know what I mean? You know, the typical day of the night when you just kind of smash a sister and it's like, okay, we did it a little Humpty Dump and then it's damn over, right? It's not one of those type of events. When the brother got with that particular escort, I mean, the woman went through a whole tease session. She went through a little dance, seduction. She wore the right kind of clothes. She smelled good. Everything about the experience was memorable, you know, down to all the different things she did, down to the way she talked, the way she looked at the guy, all the different things. So once this brother had this experience with this particular escort, it never been the same after that. So he don't pretty much look for or look forward to getting into any sort of relationship with a regular woman just to be intimate, because he look at that as trash. And that's pretty much exactly what it is. A lot of you brothers, believe it or not, as much as we would like to think that all of these women bring something to the table when it comes to the sex department, they really don't. It's going to be typical, the same old routine. You get with her, you smash, and then you out, and then that's it. Because again, if the vajayjay, if her sex game was really popping, if it was really all that, trust and believe, she would be in a relationship long term. She wouldn't have this long history of a body count of different guys. The guys are being literally fighting to be with her and remain with her. They would not just want to hit and bounce. So you got to realize that what this woman said is very, very true. And the thing is, a lot of women don't want to hear that. She got a lot of women upset because they want to believe that their vajayjay is gold and, you know, she could do nothing wrong and she's the best performance in bed. And, you know, as much as women want to believe that, it's just not that way. I mean, at the end of the day, again, I think that we put so much emphasis on sex that we think we're porn stars. And it's not like that, man. Some guys, listen, some guys don't even care about nothing else, man, but busting a nut. That's it. You know what I mean? Then again, you have some guys that they're concerned about pleasing a woman. And then you have some guys that he's concerned with different things on the menu. And then you have some women that they come to the table and they may try their best to please their man. But then there's some women out there that, you know, she's just on the receiving end. She's looking at what you can do for her. Similar to you paying for dinner dates and taking them out and doing this and doing that. There's some women that are just like that. There are some women that are just like that in the bedroom. As soon as you get there and you take off her clothes, she's expecting you to do everything. She's not doing nothing for you, bro. She don't know how to give you proper head. She don't know nothing, bro. And I know a lot of you guys, you had these experiences with women that you thought was a baddie, and she might look good, but once you had sex with her, it's like all that excitement that you had for her is like it just went out the window, because it's like damn, like, you know, you there doing all that you could do, and then to have her try to judge your sex game, it's like, it's kind of hypocritical, because when you really think about it, it's supposed to be a giving and receiving. You know, she's supposed to reciprocate the same energy. So if you're putting out a lot, if you're doing all these different things to please her and she's not doing nothing to please you, and then she have the nerve to try to judge you by saying you're off and your ex game is whack and blah, 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 blah. Maybe it's not that you're whack. Maybe it's just that she just don't know what she's doing. And she probably most likely been ran through by the whole team to the point where nothing pleases her pretty much anymore. You know what I'm saying? So we really gotta look at this for what it is. But let's take a listen again to what she had to say so that we can pretty much know what's going on. I hit one of my buttons by my tape. Anyway, let's go back into this. Let's go.
Be real. Like, a lot of women think that their sexual experience is all that. And it's not. Some of us don't have $6,000 pussy.
You see that? Some of you ladies do not have $6,000 experience. What she's talking about is not saying that your vagina is worth 6,000 or that your sex game is 6,000. What she's doing is she's using points by saying the $6,000 escort, the escort who is a professional. She's an expert in the sex game. She understands how to do things, how to please a man, how to excite a man. She knows her job. You understand? That's why millionaires hire escorts when it comes to sexual relations. They don't even waste their time with regular women. They don't. You have to understand that. Men that got money, right? Men that got money, as bad as it sound, as crazy as it sound, we still got to have the talk because, you know, a lot of people, they come to the platform and they be like, but you believe in the Bible and you talking about this. So what? What's the problem? What's the problem with me discussing about these issues? That doesn't mean that I'm hiring escorts. The point is we're having the conversation, and that's the whole point, right? So the truth of the matter is the majority of most millionaires do not date women. That's something that you all must understand. Men that got money normally just hire escorts. And this is something that Kevin Samuels was trying to push and various other people were trying to push because they understand the games. They understand the BS. It's normally a time in which where men discover the real. When you got money and you deal with random women, you begin to find out that a lot of these women that flex like they the bomb, like they the ish, their sex game is horrible. And for men, when they're intimate with a woman, they want an experience. And a lot of times men go through all of this work just to get with a woman to be intimate. And then when they finally do that, the sex game with the woman is whack. We're not saying the woman have to be perfect, flawless, and everything. But normally, modern women's sex game is boring. I'm talking about is dead boring. She don't know anything. You know what I'm saying? She don't know how to do nothing. And she don't want to do everything. Sometimes a guy may want to do this to you or do that to you. Or he may want you to do something to him. And you're like, well, I don't do that. And ill, I ain't doing that. And that's crazy. And, you know, it's like you're all over the place. You just displease the man. So he's like, you know what? I can't deal with you. Right? So most millionaires, they prefer to just hire an escort because an escort pretty much understands what she's supposed to do. Right? And that's how the game works. So she's basically saying that modern women don't have the $6,000 experience, but they're out here fronting like they do.
Because you don't know how to offer that $6,000 experience.
See, you don't know how to offer that $6,000 experience, but you out here fronting like you got it popping, and it's really not that case.
Some of us got $40.
Notice that. She said some of us have $40, which means the $40 experience. You know what the $40 experience is? She's talking about how you have these so-called crackheads and whatnot where they need money. Or not even a crackhead. You could just be a regular chick from the hood and you need some money to buy some bread and some cheese from the store. Normally, these particular type of women will pretty much hit a guy off for $40, you know what I'm saying, to smash real quick. And she go use that money to go buy some weed or buy some drinks or whatever the case is. And he's basically $40 is just a quick boom, bam, boom. And he just busts a nut and then he's out. There's really no experience. It's like a quick 1, 2, 3 type experience. That's what she meant by $40. You know what I mean? If you from the hood, you already done know what she meant by that. That mean it's nothing. It's like for $40, it's like a quick 1, 2. When a guy pay a woman, you know, $20 or $40 for some head or for some box or whatever the case is, he's not looking for an experience. He's just looking to hump on the girl real quick. Boom, 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 boom. And then he busts his nut and he out. It is what it is. He just give her what she need and he gone. He about his business. And he probably call her up every now and then when he just need her to break him off. He not looking for no experience. That's typical of the kind of sex that most women actually give men in today's day. And this is why most guys pretty much, they get with these women and they don't even stay because it's really whack at the end of the day. And these be the same type of women that'll say, oh, y'all sex game is weak and your D game is weak and start laughing at you and making fun of you. Like something's wrong with you, and it's not you. The problem is that woman just don't know how to have sex. She don't know how to be intimate. She don't know how to free herself. She don't know how to be a free spirit. She don't know how to be adventurous. She's not spontaneous. She don't know nothing about sexuality. All she know is she need to just lay there and take some D, and that's literally not going to be the way you're going to win in these streets. Let's go.
I'm just saying, like, let's be real about this. Like, I mean, and I'm all for women like feeling great about themselves and
She's all for women feeling great about themselves.
like having great self-esteem.
Great self-esteem. But in other words, stop acting like something you're not. When you know your ex game is not on par, like stop acting like you the bomb. You know what I mean? Because you're giving false advertisement. It's like you have a lot of women, they be all over IG posting pictures, you know, bodies all looking amazing, and you be getting these brothers all turned up and turned on. Like, man, I would love to smash shorty, man. She look like she wild and freaky and all the other stuff. And then if a brother actually got with you, you're more conservative. You're not really freaky. You're not spontaneous. You're so shy. You just kind of just sit there and you're scared of everything, man. It just makes for a boring experience. Like you're not even aggressive when it comes to the sexual department. And that's how a lot of modern women is, brother. So a lot of times y'all be out here thirsting and going crazy for these broads, and it don't be that way, fam. This is why it's normally a waste of time, because when you finally get with her, you get intimate with her, fam, there's all sorts of problems. Either her personal hygiene is off, you know what I'm saying? The last thing you want to do is get with a sister that was fly, looking good, fine, and everything. You take off all her clothes, fam, her vagina smelling. And I know a lot of you ladies, that type of stuff be bothering you, but fam, that's a disgrace. That's embarrassing. It's disgusting. It's an ultimate turnoff. It's not cute. It don't look good. I mean, your vajayjay smelling, fam. Like, what the hell is wrong with you? How could you get with a guy about to get intimate and you don't even know your own body, fam? You know what I mean? You ain't groomed from head to toe. Everything looking awful. Things not looking right. You're not taking care of your body. Everything is bad. Come on, man. It make the whole experience horrible. So, brothers, when these women be out here trying to throw shade on you, man, and talk about your D game is whack and blah, 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 fam, you got to hit them with the 1-2 and make them understand that the truth of the matter is their X game is whack. And this is something that this sister is pointing out right here. Let's go.
I'm sorry, your fuck game is whack.
Wow, she telling you straight up and down. And I know that bothers them because at the end of the day, they really put a lot of high hopes into their vagina as though this is going to keep a man. And as you can see in society, the vajayjay is not keeping these brothers. It's not. If you ladies be honest, you had sex with all of these different guys and you still have no relationship.
Let's be realistic about what you can get.
Let's be realistic about what you can get. And see, a lot of women think that their X game is going to keep a guy. It's going to make them get a baller. It's going to make them get the bag. And it just don't happen. So with that said, fam, leave your comments, your feedback. Let me know what you think about this. I might try to find the full video and possibly do a full review or whatever the case is. But we just want to open up the conversation to kind of talk about this. Modern women F game is whack. They give the $40 experience, fam. And that's just the truth. Anyway, y'all, Black Male Advice TV, make sure you subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell for more content, and I'll catch you in the next one. I'm out. Peace.
If you like our content, consider supporting via Cash App at $Ringo TV Raw. Become a patron on patreon.com for exclusive video content not shown on YouTube. You could also support through PayPal at paypal.me/RingoTVRaw. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified of new content. Follow me on Instagram at RingoTVRaw.
This is Black Male Advice TV, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth 100% raw and uncut. I'm out.